Hello, this is Tom Christiano again for the Chelmsford News with Dr. Sargent. We did an interview a little while ago, and now we're going to do a little video tour of his dental facility, which is located at 21 Chelmsford Street, right near the center of Chelmsford. And how long have you been here now, Dr. Sargent?
I've been in this building 30 years.
30 years. And you've been a dentist 37 years or so?
37 years.
You don't look old enough, doctor, to have 37 years being a dentist.
Well, thank you. You may need a pair of glasses.
Yeah, yeah, right. Well, doctor, we're doing taping in September of 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic, hopefully towards the end of it. But Dr. Sargent, if you'd like, you could put the mask a little bit down so we could hear you a little better.
Perfect.
Wonderful. And I have my mask on just for the Board of Health to know.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Sargent, I noticed you have an interesting photo up here. What is this photo of in your office?
Which one? The one up in the top?
The one on the top. You're surrounded,
Oh, yeah,
I think, by...
That's one of my favorite pictures. It's a picture that I had spent a summer down in the Dominican Republic.
Oh.
And that was back in, it's probably 39 years ago. Before I graduated from dental school, I had volunteered to go down and work doing some dentistry on people in the Dominican Republic that didn't have any sources to have dentistry done.
Oh.
These poor people, you get a toothache and we all think it's terrible. You get a toothache and maybe I'll go to the dentist and get it fixed. Well, these poor people, they'd have the same toothache for years.
Oh my God.
There was nobody there to treat them. So there was a woman from Venezuela, and her daughter was going to Georgetown where I was, and she had a ton of money. And she volunteered and she put up a ton of money and she sent a group of dental students down to the Dominican Republic, and then she sent some to Colombia. And it worked out great. She was such a nice lady. And we were able to get down and do free dentistry on these people.
Nice.
We were able to get them out of trouble, out of pain. They had no one that was going to help them because you're in the middle of nowhere, except for this one guy they called the Sacamuela man. I always get a kick out of that. He would go around, and if you had a toothache, he'd take a wooden dowel and he'd put it on your tooth, and he'd go, boom, and he'd break the tooth off.
Oh,
and what that would do is that would let it drain, so you wouldn't be having any pain, at least for a while. So,
oh my God.
So we got to get down there. It was an eye-opening experience. These poor people, they would give you anything. They had nothing. But they would come to you when we had a dental chair set up. It was a rocking chair with bricks. We had a cauldron. We had boiling water to sterilize the instruments because we had nothing to work with.
Yes.
And
oh my God.
It was just an amazing time down there.
Wow.
I would never go back again because we all got sick as a dog. You get dysentery when you're down there.
Yes.
You bathe in the rivers, and there were streams with muck in them.
Oh my God.
So yeah, we had a good time. We had a bad time because everyone gets sick.
Oh my God, I could imagine.
But when we came home, you sit there and you think to yourself, you know what? You felt good because you helped out some of these poor people down in Dominican Republic. That you look at the picture, half of them have clothes, half of them don't.
Oh my! I know. I don't know how these people survive.
One of them is shining my shoes while I'm teaching them English.
Oh really?
It was so funny. I take those pictures out from that trip so often. It makes me smile.
And it would make you appreciate everything that we have here, right, in the United States.
We take things for granted. Everyone does.
Yes.
It's just the way things are.
Yes, but something like this you'll never forget.
Never ever.
And what I do every morning in my journal, I write some things I'm thankful for that morning, first thing in the morning. It's like 4:35 in the morning. And it just gets you in the mode of thinking and being thankful for all that you have. You know, just a little habit like that. And this is the same for you.
These people would go out and get apples and all sorts of fruit that they had in their own gardens, in their yards or around it. And they'd bring them to you when you were going to take a tooth out because they would never, ever ask for something to be done without doing something in return.
Yes.
That's just the way they were.
Yes, yes.
It's just such a nice
And
way.
It makes them feel better, too, to give you something. Even if it was a banana they would give you sometime.
And all sorts of fruit from their own garden.
Wow, nice.
And we had one, we told him we were going to take his picture. I don't know if he's up there. I think he is. I just can't figure out where. But we told him we're going to take your picture. Can you go put a nice shirt on? So he went to his little hut. He came back. He was soaking wet. And we wanted to use him because he was the 1000th tooth that we had taken out, my partner and I.
Oh my God.
And he went to the river and bathed and then came up with fresh clothes on for his picture.
Oh.
So we talked about that I'm still talking about it.
Oh my God.
30-something
Nice.
years ago.
Jeez.
It was a good time.
I'm glad you did that too, for them and yourself, but helping all those 1,000 people with...
Well, 1,300 teeth, not 1,000 people though.
Oh, some needed,
We had,
2
we
or
had to
3
keep records
teeth.
as to what we were or weren't doing.
Oh, I see, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that was nice of you to do that, Doctor.
It was a good time.
Jeez, and I also see you've won, a number of awards over the years, right? I think, what is this one? 2014 Member of the Year, Dr. Michael Sargent, for outstanding service and dedication to the town of Chelmsford and the Chelmsford Business Association. And that was presented by the Chelmsford Business Association, right? And then there's a beautiful watercolor of Dr. Sargent's office here. For those who aren't familiar with it, on 21 Chelmsford Street, that's what the facility looks like. It's beautiful, and this watercolor is magnificent. It's amazing. And then Dr. Sargent here, this is Chelmsford High School Alumni Association Hall of Fame 2014. And you were the class of 1975.
Yeah, a long time ago.
You're a young person compared to me. Well, Dr. Sargent, that's fantastic. Shall we take a look at your facility?
Sure. Come on down. That's the entrance coming into the office, where now it's a little different out there. People can't just walk in. They actually have to come, call the front desk, make sure it's okay to come to the front door. We ask them questions. They disinfect their hands. They get to come in, and the front desk people sit behind these plexiglass sheets now.
Oh, they're so clean. I didn't even see it there.
That's to protect them from anything that may be coming in from outside.
Nice.
So everything now, you have to make sure you're protecting everybody.
Yes.
Yourself,
yes.
your patients, people, even the UPS guy coming in the door. It's just amazing.
They have to wear a mask. You mean?
Yeah, you take it for granted as to what you used to do. And
yes.
It's a changed world out there.
Wow. Well, thank you. But yeah, this plexiglass here. And then
down the hall.
And so this is the office that Dr. Sargent has, and I'm one of Dr. Sargent's patients. So I've been here quite often in the past many years.
In fact, I wouldn't be honest if I didn't tell you that everything in this building, I used to be in the building, the Boyd building across the street. Yeah. Everything in this building was put together with the help of U.B. Scoble. You've heard me mention U.B. Scoble before.
Yes, yeah.
He was like a second father to me. He was the best. He watched out for me and made sure that I didn't make stupid mistakes.
Nice.
He was just a nice. He's since passed away, but I think about him every day.
Wonderful.
Wow. He had a lot to do with making this front desk area. Nice mahogany and nice marble and.
Yes, look at this marble and then mahogany below it.
Yeah, that was all U.B. Scoble.
He put this together.
He said, "Mike, this is what you're going to do."
Wow. Yeah, it's beautiful. And a beautiful design, too. And you have an upstairs, too, which we won't tour today, but...
There's my staff.
That's a huge staff.
Yeah. Here's one of your favorites, Lisa.
Oh, there's Lisa. She cleans my teeth quite often. Yeah, we have nice conversations.
Dr. Markham with me. It was a Christmas time on that.
Oh, and Dr. Markham works with Dr. Sargent here.
There's Dr. Markham again. There's me.
Nice. Oh, with Joanne. I see your wife, Joanne.
Yeah, Elizabeth Bentoncourt.
Nice. Oh, and there's some of your diplomas, right?
Diplomas. I went to St. Anselm College.
Is this your diploma here, too?
That's my Georgetown diploma. That's my St. Anselm diploma.
Was Georgetown for...
Dental school.
Dental school. Wow. I didn't know they give out diplomas like this or whatever. It's amazing.
It's turned a little yellow over the years.
Oh, and what is this one from, Dr. Sargent?
That's from St. Anselm.
Oh, St. Anselm.
College.
You went to dental school?
No,
oh, no,
I
the
went to
college.
there.
Oh, nice. In Manchester, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And
with the Benedictine monks.
Benedictine monks, nice. And you have more diplomas here, Doctor?
Those are Dr. Markham's.
Oh, Dr. Markham's, nice. Well, I've never seen diplomas like that with the frames and beautiful.
Yeah, they used to do that a lot.
Wow. Well, shall we see what else?
Sure.
What else you have here, Doctor?
This is a typical operatory here.
Oh. Yeah.
We have.
So this is like one of your offices?
We have
or,
eight operatories.
8?
Where we do work.
And it's called an operatory. Nice.
There's 3 upstairs, and there's 5 downstairs.
Do you ever use the upstairs ones?
We do, not as much as we use the bottoms. The bottom ones are, the ones on the first floor are much easier to get to. Less chance of somebody tripping, falling, you know.
Yeah.
We can access these a lot easier
Yes.
than if we're running up and down the stairs all day.
I didn't even know you had 3 upstairs, because I've been here many times, but that's amazing. So, and you have everything cleaned after each patient, you have it sanitized?
Yeah.
Beautiful, doctor, yeah. And there's a television in each room, I think, for the patients, for diversion.
Take their mind off of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Come on down. The bathrooms are there.
Yep, nice.
This is a little mini lab where I can touch up somebody's denture that needs a repair or something like that.
Nice.
So that's good for that.
It's a mini lab there.
And then you come that goes upstairs to the other office.
And there's another office here too.
Yeah.
What's the official title for it?
Operatory.
Operatory, yeah, like an operatory, but like an operation room, right? But
right.
instead of a laboratory, an operation operatory.
That's just where we store some stuff.
Nice.
Another operatory here.
Is this? Yeah, I've been in this room quite often.
Yes, that's my room.
Dr. Sargent worked on me quite often here, and you could see I have my mask on here in the mirror. Oh, but you don't have to put yours on, Dr. Sargent.
This is the sterilization room, where the sterilizes, steam sterilizes.
Oh, you mean
pressure and heat.
Your facilities, your tools, you sterilize them?
All the instruments that we use on you, they come back here, they get cleaned, they get ultrasonic, and then they get thrown in the sterilizers.
Nice.
So those are with lots of pressure.
Nice. You have a beautiful facility here, Doctor.
Thanks.
Oh, and you have some hand sanitizer here too, for everybody. Nice. Yeah, I always carry hand sanitizer with me too. I have the pocket type.
There we go.
We're living in strange times with the pandemic.
Let's hope they don't get worse.
And this is another operatory.
Yeah.
For who uses this one?
I use that one.
Oh, this one. Oh, two. And there's your cameras over there. A lot of Dr. Sargent did put in, geez, worked with me getting 6 implants, I think it was, and took many photos afterwards of the before and after.
At least.
Yeah.
This is Lisa's room.
This is where I get my teeth cleaned, and many other people do as well.
There you go.
And you have quite a few hygienists, though, don't you, Doctor?
We do. We have about, I think 8 now.
8. Oh, and there's some cabinets. And everything is clean and beautiful here. Sorry. So, and then you have a sign here if it's clean.
Well, if you're busy and you're breaking the rooms down, you want to make sure that every room that you're going to use has been cleaned.
Oh, I see.
So
yes.
they'll know that they have to get in there and get that room.
I see. Yes. And is this new because of the pandemic? A little covering on each?
You can't be touching buttons.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
No more touching buttons.
How about once the pandemic is over, Doctor?
Things will never go back to the way they were.
Really? Oh.
There's too many dangerous things out there. They're talking right now about the pandemic getting bad around Christmas time, and so no one will ever go back to the way it used to be. We didn't know any better.
Yeah.
When you think about it, you think back 20, 30 years ago, some of the things that we did, you'd say, you know what, I probably would do it differently now.
Yes.
Because we learned more.
Yes. So things are always going to be somewhat different, but not always wearing masks, right? I hope.
Well, I have a feeling we're going to be wearing masks for the rest of our careers.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you'll see anyone out there doing dentistry, medicine, anything like that without a mask on.
But the people who go grocery shopping say once the pandemic is somewhat over, pretty much, they won't have to wear a mask going to Demoulas, right, or Market Basket.
I would be one of those people that probably would continue wearing it.
Yeah.
Unless they can prove to me that this is not going to cause problems.
Yeah.
Now we're better educated.
Yes.
We know more than we used to know.
Yeah.
We want to be careful. We don't want anyone to be in harm's way.
Yes.
And that's the way
Well,
it's going to be.
it's not that bad though. Now that I've gotten used to it, and I think everybody else.
Took a while though.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
took a while. You think that this is ridiculous, and then you think about it a little more, and you say, you know what, I understand it.
Yes.
I know why we're doing what we're doing, and there's good reasons for everything that we're doing right now.
Yes.
Sometimes it gets a little crazy because they put a lot of restrictions on.
Yeah.
But all of those restrictions are there for a reason.
Yes.
And if we can keep someone from getting sick, I'm all for it.
Yes. In fact, I'm one of the small percentage that when I go grocery shopping, I not only wear a mask, I wear plastic gloves.
Yeah.
Because I'm concerned about what might be on the foods and the boxes and everything else. And it's not hard to put them on and then take them off. So I like to be extra. I always used to, even before the pandemic, wipe down the handle and the carts. There's so many germs I read on these handles.
It's disgusting.
And Market Basket, they always had
and they wash them.
Sanitizers.
They're washing them down before they go out. But the stuff that you could pick up from
you get so many colds and flus, etc. Yeah. So I always used to wipe them down anyway because I'm kind of a germaphobe.
Yeah.
But now, and it doesn't bother me at all, when I go grocery shopping, or at Costco too, which pick up clothes as well or whatever, I always wear the mask and the gloves.
Have you been sick this year?
I don't think so, no.
There you go.
I know.
You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and it's protecting you.
And I bet you many other people haven't had as many colds this year because...
It's scary.
Yeah.
It just breaks down into being a scary thing. And everyone just needs to use their head.
Yes.
Think before you do anything.
Yes.
And it'll help.
And I think Reed and Bill Gates has been talking about it, how, as you mentioned, in the future, I think we're going to be susceptible to more and more pandemics because we are no longer an isolated country. There are thousands and thousands of people flying in and out of the United States and other countries every day. And so they bring in these pathogens, right, that we all can get sick from, and then they can spread so quickly. And that's what happened with COVID-19, right? Absolutely. It came in maybe originally from China, and Europe got it, and then Europe brought it over to us quite a bit. Yeah. And before you know it, we have 200,000 plus deaths in the United States. So here we are in the end of September 2020. Well, Dr. Sargent, I think you're taking all the appropriate precautions.
I think we are. If we're not, and if you see something, let me know so that we can change it.
I definitely will, but no, everything looks so sanitary and great, and you're working so hard here. We mentioned before, maybe on the other video, how Dr. Sargent would be here. Just in case there were emergencies, Dr. Sargent would come in and answer the phones quite often, be here to take care of emergencies.
That's when they shut everything down.
When they shut everything down, during that...
People still got toothaches.
Yeah, during those
someone had to be here.
During the 3 months, right?
Yeah.
Of the kind of summer of 2020.
I slept in the waiting room a few of those nights.
Well, I'm glad you didn't sleep through our little tour today, Dr. Sargent.
No. Thank you for coming in, Tom.
It was great talking with you, Dr. Sargent, and I look forward to coming in again to always talk to you and visit with you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's nice seeing you.
Thank you. Same here, Doctor.
All right.